It's finally happening, and almost no one is truly awake to it. Everyone feels the moon, but few understand what it's unlocking beneath the surface. June 18th is not just a moment in time, it's a hidden passage woven into the stars. A rare and ancient lunar alignment is parting the veil tonight, and its energy is already pouring into your auric field. This isn't just another moon. This is a karmic unraveling masked in moonlight, a gravitational pull between timelines, a sacred reconfiguration of your soul agreements, emotional blueprints, and unspoken desires. You're not imagining the pressure in your chest, the sudden pull away from certain people, the haunting dreams. That's the frequency shift. That's the initiation, and it's already begun. So stay with me. But first, like this video, subscribe and type 777 in the comments. Share it with someone whose soul is on the edge of awakening. On June 18th, the moon moves through the final degrees of Sagittarius, the sign of prophecy, purpose, and higher truth, just as it prepares to collide with the solstice threshold. But this is no ordinary lunation. The moon is aligning with the galactic center, the heart of our Milky Way, where ancient astrologers believed the voice of the divine echoes across dimensions. At the same time, the sun approaches a square to Neptune, blurring veils between this world and the next. Venus moves toward the fixed star Betelgeuse in Orion, the warrior's heart, activating soul memories of battles we thought were long over. And black moon Lilith lingers in Virgo, stirring the shadow priestess within. This isn't just a celestial dance, it's a divine detonation, a gateway for the chosen, a mirror for the lost. The cosmos is not just above you, it's inside you, and it's waking up. This alignment is not random, it is not a coincidence. Your soul chose this moment long before your mind could understand it. June 18th is a divine checkpoint, a sacred crossroads where timelines converge and collapse. You are not just living through a planetary shift, you are becoming it. The light of this moon isn't just falling on your skin, it's burning through your karma. Old soul contracts, the ones you made in lifetimes where you had to dim your power to survive, are dissolving now. You may feel untethered, like you're losing pieces of yourself. But you're not losing anything real. You're shedding the layers that were never truly yours. This is the frequency of spiritual rebirth, the collapsing of false identities, the breaking of emotional agreements that once kept you small. What once felt like home may now feel like exile. That is not a mistake. That is alignment. Your light body is upgrading, not as a fantasy, but as a real vibrational shift. You may feel waves of exhaustion, surges of clarity, or a sense of being in two places at once. That's the 5D field anchoring inside your nervous system. That's your soul memory coming online. This moon is a cosmic mirror. It is revealing what you're still attached to, what still owns your energy, what you're afraid to let go of. But you are not meant to carry this into your next chapter. You were born for this moment. You didn't miss the portal. You are the portal. Your presence is the activation, and everything that no longer serves your divine timeline will begin to fall away, not to punish you, but to prepare you for what your soul already knows is coming. You may be feeling things that make no sense to your logical mind, a sudden wave of exhaustion that hits you midday. Restless nights with your eyes wide open at 3 a.m., ringing in your ears that no one else hears, pressure in your chest that comes and goes without warning, strange mood swings, old grief resurfacing out of nowhere, a desire to be alone, even from people you love, a sense of floating or not fully being in your body. These are not symptoms of something wrong. They are signs of your activation. The energy moving through the cosmos is intense, but it's not random. Your body is responding to an ancient signal. The The light codes from this moon are working deep within your DNA, whispering to parts of you that were dormant. And so, your system is releasing what it can no longer carry. Fatigue is not failure, it's recalibration. Insomnia is not chaos, it's a soul remembering something in the quiet. The pressure in your chest is not panic, it's expansion. You may cry for no reason. You may feel like you're on the edge of a breakdown. You may suddenly remember things you thought you buried for good. You may feel disconnected from your purpose, your relationships, even your identity. But this is not collapse. This is alchemy. You're not broken. You're transforming. Everything you're feeling now is sacred. The emotional storms, the body aches, the inner resistance, they are part of the undoing of what no longer aligns with your truth. You are shedding survival patterns, ancestral pain, outdated frequencies. You are becoming new. Let it move through you. Let it rise. Let it burn and dissolve and reshape you. This is your nervous system catching up to your soul's evolution. You are not alone in this. Many are feeling it, even if they can't put it into words. So breathe deeply. Rest when your body asks. Cry when the waves come. You are not malfunctioning. You are awakening. And your sensitivity is not a weakness. It's proof that your soul is listening. This alignment is stirring the unseen, not the dreams you post online, not the affirmations on your mirror, but the raw, unspoken, uncomfortable parts of you that were never given a voice. The old fear buried in your chest, the anger you've spiritualized, the grief you've kept hidden beneath your strength. It's all rising now, not to punish you, but to be witnessed. When the cosmos moves like this, it does not only bring light, it brings the mirror. This is where your shadow self begins to speak. The part of you that you've exiled, the one that holds your earliest pain, your ancestral wounds, your unmet needs. As Carl Jung said, the shadow is the part of ourselves we would rather not be. But in truth, it is the gold buried beneath your resistance. You may feel triggered by things you thought you healed. You may see patterns reappear, the same arguments, the same shame, the same aching loneliness. This is not regression. This is retrieval. Your soul is pulling fragments back into the light so you can become whole again. What you've avoided is now standing in front of you, asking to be embraced. Karmic echoes from this life and others are reactivating. People may return. Dreams may show you faces from the past. Old betrayals, buried guilt, spiritual disappointments, they surface because they are ready to be dissolved. The energy is intelligent. It will not bring up anything you are not ready to hold, but it will test your willingness to stop running. The shadow is not your enemy. It is the lost child in your psyche asking to be seen. It is the doorway to your power. You were never meant to heal by escaping your darkness, but by sitting with it, breathing into it, letting it speak without shame. During this alignment, the inner work matters more than ever, not as punishment, but as freedom. Every layer you meet with compassion becomes fuel for your ascension. You are not broken for feeling rage, grief, envy, or despair. You are courageous for allowing them to rise. Your light will not abandon you in the dark. In fact, it grows louder there. Everything is shifting, not just around you, but within you. The alignment unfolding now is not here to gently soothe what is breaking. It is here to recode you, to return you to a version of yourself that existed before the world told you who to be. This is the fire before the renewal, the contraction before the expansion, the moment when your higher self steps forward and everything false begins to fall away. You are being rewritten at a cellular level. The fatigue you feel isn't just tiredness, it's your nervous system recalibrating to a new vibration. Your DNA is receiving light codes, energetic data streaming through this alignment that holds sacred instruction for your next chapter. These aren't metaphors. They are living, vibrating truths. You are being restructured so that you can hold more light, more truth, more power than ever before. Your chakras may feel like they're fluctuating. One moment you're clear, grounded, inspired, and the next disoriented, emotional, cracked open. That's because old energetic blockages are being broken. Light is flooding places where you once kept yourself small. The solar plexus is waking up, asking you to claim your voice. The heart is stretching, demanding that you forgive. The crown is opening, whispering that something ancient within you remembers why you came here. This is not just emotional healing, this is soul-level remembrance. For some, dormant spiritual gifts are activating. You may begin to sense energy, receive intuitive downloads, experience heightened synchronicities, hear messages in dreams, feel the presence of guides, suddenly know what needs to be done without having learned it. This is your multi-dimensional self returning. Rebirth is not gentle. It burns, it breaks, it demands, but it also liberates. The version of you that you've outgrown, the one that kept you safe, the one that played small, the one that made themselves digestible just to be loved, that version is dissolving now. And in its place, your true essence rises. You are not who you were yesterday, and you won't be who you are today much longer. The energy of this alignment is accelerating your timeline. What once would have taken years to awaken in you is arriving in days. You don't have to chase it, just allow it. Trust the process, even when it makes no sense. You are not being punished. You are being activated. The universe is not testing you, it is preparing you. We're always meant to hold this light. You were always meant to remember, and now you finally are. The world is not breaking, it is awakening. What feels like collapse is actually emergence, the crumbling of the old grid, the dissolving of outdated frequencies, the undoing of illusions that kept humanity locked in separation. And what you are feeling in your body, your mind, your spirit, is the echo of a much larger remembrance. Your transformation is not isolated. Every time you shed a layer, every time you heal an old pattern, every time you choose presence over reaction, you are feeding the grid of the new earth. The energetic field that connects all of us is shifting, and your vibration is a part of that equation. You are not just healing for yourself, you are healing with the collective. As you rise, you transmit. Your nervous system becomes a conduit, your heart becomes a transmitter. Every step you take toward truth becomes a lighthouse in the dark for someone else. Even if you feel invisible, even if no one around you sees what you're doing. The field sees you, the earth feels you. The entire fabric of this planet is being rewoven by the frequency of awakening souls, and you are one of them. The illusion of isolation is fading. What was once seen as your personal healing journey is now understood to be a strand in the greater weave. The trauma you carry is ancestral. The wounds you face are mirrored in thousands of others. The healing you embody sends out a ripple, and those ripples are beginning to converge. This alignment marks a surge in the collective field, a cosmic wave that awakens sleeping codes in the hearts of millions. More people are beginning to question what they've been taught. More are seeking stillness. More are waking up from the trance of consumerism, of fear-based control, of external validation. There is an unspoken call echoing in the souls of many. There must be more than this. And there is. There always was. The frequency of unity consciousness is not a distant dream. It is a memory reawakening. Beneath the illusion of separation, we are one being, one breath, one heart beating through many bodies. This doesn't mean sameness. It means resonance. It means empathy. It means finally recognizing that harming another is harming ourselves, that healing ourselves is healing the collective. The new earth is not a place, it's a frequency, a vibrational reality we're stepping into moment by moment, choice by choice, breath by breath. And it begins not with governments or systems, but with individuals, with you, with your courage to face your shadow, with your willingness to embody your light, with your devotion to love when fear would be easier. Yes, the world feels chaotic. Yes, the news screams of division. But there is another truth rising beneath the noise, and it is ancient, sacred, and unstoppable. Light is organizing, souls are activating, new leaders are emerging, not to dominate, but to anchor, not to preach, but to embody. These are not the loudest voices, but the clearest frequencies. You are one of them. You may not have a microphone or a stage, but your frequency is speaking every day through your thoughts, your presence, your choices, your prayers. And that frequency is felt. It travels faster than sound. It weaves into the grid. It makes possible the awakening of others. This is the power of the few who remember. They awaken the many who forgot. You didn't come here to be passive. You came here to transmit, to walk through this density with an ancient light encoded in your bones, to remember who you are in a world that constantly tries to make you forget. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are not lost for feeling overwhelmed. The ones who feel everything are the ones carrying the blueprint for what comes next. And right now, those blueprints are being unlocked. The alignment moving through our sky is doing more than shifting planets. It is reactivating soul missions. Contracts made long before birth are being brought online. Some of you are feeling it already, the sudden urgency, the dreams, the sense that something is calling you, though you don't know what. That isn't confusion, that's activation. There are forces, spiritual, ancestral, cosmic, working around you and through you, aligning pieces that seemed scattered. You may feel as though your old identity is dissolving. That is because it is. Not because you failed, but because you completed a chapter that is no longer aligned with where you are going. The relationships that feel heavy, the places that drain you, the labels that no longer fit, they are not part of your new vibration. Don't resist what is falling away. Mourn it, bless it, and let it go. The more you hold on to the old, the more turbulence you'll feel. But when you surrender, when you allow the alignment to move you, that's when things accelerate. That's when you start living from soul instead of fear, from knowing instead of seeking. The world needs awakened hearts now, not perfect, not polished, just real, embodied, honest, brave enough to love without condition, brave enough to feel without numbing, brave enough to walk the talk, even when no one is watching. Your vibration speaks before you do, and your presence alone can activate healing in those around you without saying a word. This is how the new earth comes, quietly at first, through the healers and the mystics, the empaths and the artists, the misfits and the way showers, through those who feel too much and carry lifetimes of wisdom in their silence, through those who never fit into the old world because they were born to build the new one. You are not behind, you are not late, you are not broken, you are blooming in divine timing. And as the collective field shifts, the timing of your soul work will make itself known. Watch for the synchronicities. Listen to the nudges. Say yes when your spirit stirs. This alignment is not just about your personal healing. It is about remembering that your frequency is a thread in the larger tapestry, a necessary chord in the symphony of awakening. Your light doesn't have to be loud, it only has to be true. And if you're still here, still listening, still feeling, then you are already doing it. You are part of the shift, part of the prophecy, part of the rebirth. The earth thanks you. The ancestors see you. The universe is walking with you, always. You are not here to just observe this alignment. You are here to participate in it, to feel it, to meet it in sacred ceremony, even if no one else sees what you're doing. Even if you are alone, standing barefoot under the sky. This is not the kind of moment that wants spectators. This is the kind of moment that wants initiates. And that means it is asking something of you. Ritual is not about perfection. It is not about aesthetic or appearance. True ritual is an energetic agreement, a holy conversation between you and the cosmos. And right now, this alignment is listening. It is a living force, responsive and intelligent. When you move with intention, when you act with devotion, you are not just symbolizing your transformation, you are igniting it. There is a reason ancient mystics and shamans never allowed a great celestial shift to pass in silence. They built fires, they chanted, they fasted, they walked deep into the forest to speak with their soul. They knew that cosmic alignments were not just sky events. They were invitations to reconfigure the human spirit. So here are 3 sacred acts. Do them not as a performance, but as an offering. They are not just spiritual suggestions, they are energetic activations, and when done with presence, they will shift the trajectory of your timeline. The first, write your fears and burn them. Find a quiet space, light a candle, let the atmosphere become still, even sacred. Then pick up your pen and write without filter. What you're afraid of, what you're holding on to, what old identity is clinging to you, even though it's dissolving. Do not censor yourself. The fears, the doubts, the beliefs that tell you you're not ready, put them on paper, and then, in ceremony, burn it. Fire is more than flame. In Hermetic tradition, fire is the element of transmutation. When you burn your fears, you are not destroying them. You are releasing their energetic charge. You are telling the universe, this no longer controls me. You are freeing your subconscious from the patterns that ruled you in silence. And something ancient within you remembers this right. It is encoded in your spiritual DNA. The second, walk barefoot and place your palms on the earth. There is too much noise, digital frequencies, grids that pull you out of your own body. Grounding is not optional now. It is essential. The earth is alive, and it is absorbing the same cosmic codes that are flooding your field. But she knows how to metabolize them. She knows how to hold the light. When you place your bare feet on the ground, your body begins to recalibrate. When you rest your palms on the earth, dirt, stone, grass, sand, you are not just connecting, you are synchronizing. The ancient shamans called this practice remembering the body of the mother. You release static, you regulate your nervous system, and you allow your energy to return to rhythm. Stay there until you feel still, not empty, still. The earth will hold you through this realignment, if you let her. She has always known how to help human souls remember. The third, speak the mantra of surrender and transfiguration. Mantras are not just words, they are frequencies, keys, vibrations that shape reality through repetition. In this moment, you are being asked to let go of control, not to collapse, but to trust the unknown. Repeat this out loud. I will not resist, I will transform. Say it again, with breath, with presence, with all the parts of you that are terrified to let go. I will not resist, I will transform. In ancient Hermetic alchemy, transfiguration is the process where the base self is purified into gold. The false dissolves, the truth shines. But that only happens when resistance dies. This mantra is not magic. It is a vow, a choice, a sacred code that tells the field, I'm ready. And when you say it with your whole being, you are ready. Not for comfort, but for liberation. Not for approval, but for embodiment. Let the tears come, let the fire rise, Let the silence hold you. These rituals are not passive gestures. They are spiritual technologies. The moment you say yes to them, the energy begins to move. And yes, some of you will feel tired after. Others will feel light. Some will dream vividly. Others will receive nothing but a deep stillness. Trust all of it. Every response is correct. The transformation is not in how it looks, it is in how it imprints. Let this integration period be sacred. Drink more water, get sunlight on your skin, write your dreams down, speak less, listen more. Do not rush to explain what you're going through. Some transformations are too deep for language. You are crossing a spiritual threshold, and thresholds are never clean. They are messy, emotional, unpredictable. That is how you know it's real. You're not bypassing your shadow. You are walking with it straight into the light. This alignment will not come again in this exact form. This moment is singular, which means your choice to engage, to ritualize, to surrender is not small. It is profound. You are not just healing, you are becoming. You are not just learning, you are remembering. The codes are in your hands now. You don't need approval to make this sacred. You don't need a circle of witnesses or a temple carved in stone. You are the ceremony, your breath, your presence, your willingness to meet yourself in truth. That is enough. The cosmos does not require perfection. It responds to authenticity. And when you meet this alignment with your bare hands and your open heart, you send a signal through the grid. The awakening has begun in you. Some of you will feel a pull to cleanse your space, your body, your digital field. Listen, smudge your room with sacred herbs if you can. Open the windows, sweep with intention. The energy that's releasing from your field needs to be moved physically, not just spiritually. Drink water with herbs. Fast for a day if your body allows. Let your food be medicine. Every action, when done with sacred presence, becomes part of the initiation. Others will feel an emotional storm rising, sudden tears, irritability, tenderness that makes no sense to the mind. Let it rise. These are not setbacks. These are echoes leaving your nervous system. They are old versions of you loosening their grip. Do not shame yourself for feeling too much. The depth of your emotion is the depth of your spiritual intelligence. To feel is to alchemize. And when the grief passes, when the wave crashes and dissolves, you will find a clarity beneath it. You'll feel lighter, like your cells are breathing differently. That is the light body activating. There may also be strange sensations, tingling in the hands, pressure in the forehead, flickering visuals behind your eyelids, spontaneous heat in the spine. These are not malfunctions. These are the spiritual currents adjusting your frequency. The more you trust them, the more you receive. Resistance contracts the field. Surrender expands it. Speak to your guides, even if you don't know who they are. Speak out loud. Light a candle and whisper, "I'm ready. Lead me, teach me, help me see." The energies around you cannot interfere without invitation, but once invited, they can illuminate the path that seemed invisible. You are never alone, even in the silence. This is your spiritual reset. This is the moment where the timeline forks between who you were and who your soul has always known you are becoming. Don't worry if others don't understand. This is not their path. It is yours, and it is sacred. Let the night hold you. Let the moon wash your face in silver. Let your soul speak. You are not broken. You are birthing a new self. And that self is radiant. If this transmission stirred something in you, anchor it by commenting, "I am ready to transform." Let that be your signal to the universe. And if someone you love is walking through confusion or awakening, share this message with them. Sometimes one video can shift an entire path. You are not alone in this. You are seen, held, and divinely guided. May this alignment bless your next chapter with clarity, courage, and soul-deep peace. Your transformation is not coming. It has already begun.